We've all heard about win-win solutions in sales, but how do we do that and why should we do that in the first place? Well, in today's video, we're exploring exactly that, and I give you a very special secret at the end. Hey, it's Tom Jacobs here. Thanks for stopping by the channel. I love dropping sales advice for solopreneurs and heart-centered salespeople to help you help more people and make more sales. So let's dive into today's topic. In old school sales, it was a zero-sum game where one person wins, one person loses. And that's totally accurate when it comes to short-term sales. Maybe that be a car or a real estate transaction. But I would also argue that those are not single transactions. If you do a great job as a salesperson, somebody's going to need a new car in a couple of years. Somebody's going to be moving in 5 years or 10 years. So you need to always have this win-win mentality when going into sales. Especially for the heart-centered salesperson, the win-lose goes against everything that we're all about. It's all about making sure that everybody wins in that transaction. And that's the only way to make a sale. Everybody loves to win. You love to win as a salesperson. Your prospect loves to win when they get a great deal. And that is absolutely possible when you are doing heart-centered sales. It's not about somebody wins, somebody loses in this transaction, but rather you are offering a service that will do that prospect good, and they should feel good about making that purchase because it is solving their problem. And when you go through the heart-centered sales approach, making sure that you understand what the problem is, you're actively listening to them, and you are presenting to them your solution to their problems, specifically to their problems, then you are both going to win in that transaction. As a heart-centered salesperson myself, the idea of somebody losing in sales just totally breaks my heart, because that should never be the point. The sales is not about losing on either side. Each side should be getting value from that transaction. And if you are truly a heart-centered salesperson and are in this for the long term, embracing the whole idea of I'm going to win and somebody's going to win also, you are now elevating that whole transaction and everybody's going to be happy about it. I didn't do this all the time. One time I just wanted to make the sale, and I sold this person into my program, and it turned out to be a disaster, not only for us, but also for the prospect as well. They weren't happy, got bad results, wrote bad reviews, and I should never have made that sale in the first place. Don't make the same mistake. The only way that you can ensure that you are making a win-win transaction is by following everything that I've been talking about on this channel. That active listening, making sure that you understand what the problem is, and then presenting your solution to match the problems of your prospect. When you're doing that, you are telling your prospect, one, you're actively listening to them, you understand what their problems are, and in your heart, you believe that solution is going to actually help them. And now the value of your service is elevating in that prospect's mind, and when they go ahead and pay for you, they feel like they're a winner because they're getting exactly what they want, and you're going to be the winner as well because you're getting what you want to. Your mindset as a salesperson is everything in that sales presentation and that sales conversation. If you believe in your heart that the program that you have can absolutely help your prospect achieve the results that they want to achieve, then there is no way that you're going to lose in that transaction. Nobody's going to lose in that transaction because now you have that mindset when you go into the sales conversation that this is going to be a win-win or not at all. And once I've made that shift in my own business and my own mindset, the conversations got so much easier and so much better that once I figured out, well, gosh, I don't know if I can really help this person, and I told them I couldn't help them, it was just like this huge relief came up over everybody, and they're like, okay, great. And then I would refer them on to somebody else that could actually help them. And that is truly win-win all around, even if you don't make a sale. I get a lot of requests, DMs, and messages from people that want to sell me stuff all the time. I can tell immediately when that person is only out for themselves because they aren't thinking about what the end result is for me. And in fact, I got suckered in this one time and somebody wanted to help me with my Instagram and get some more followers and do all this stuff. And within a month, my Instagram account was shut down because of what they were doing, and the promises that were made were not fulfilled. And as a prospect in that transaction, I was like, why weren't they just honest with me in the first place and say, these are the things that could happen? At the end of the transaction, I felt like all they wanted was my money and not really looking out for what was the best interest for me. And you definitely don't want your prospects to feel like that, because they're never coming back to the table, and certainly they're not going to buy from you. You know, the secret to making sure that every sales conversation that you have ends in a win-win is not really that much of a secret, actually. It's really all about common sense. Like, do you really believe you can help this person and are able to help them, or are you not? Is this going to be a transaction where you just need the money and no matter what, you're going to sell this person into your program regardless if you can help them or not? That is no way to be ethical in sales. And if you're not going to be ethical in sales, then you should probably get out of the sales game altogether. That's my opinion. Take it for what it's worth and create more win-win solutions. If you're wanting to make more sales, you definitely need to go through my very special training on how to become a heart-centered salesperson. You can click the link down below, take that free training, and let me know how it works out for you.